There are moments when we give our all to those we care about, time, energy, even pieces of ourselves, hoping they'll value our effort. But too often that kindness gets taken for granted. Some people show up only when they need you, and once they've gotten what they came for, they disappear, like smoke in the wind. So how do you take back your power without losing your heart? In today's episode, we'll unpack 9 essential truths about how men and women interact, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. These aren't just tips, they're tools that shift the balance in your favor. When you stop making these 9 mistakes, you'll begin to see your relationships evolve, and more importantly, you'll begin to evolve too. So if things feel off, if you're tired of giving more than you're getting, then settle in. This might just be the reset your mindset needs. But first, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because what we're diving into today is just the beginning. Let's begin. Number 1, don't let obsession steal your life. Don't hand over the script of your life just because you're captivated by someone else. When your world starts orbiting theirs, like a moon stuck in someone else's gravity, you slowly forget your own light. You stop building your dreams. You silence your own voice. And before you know it, you're living in the background of someone else's spotlight, present but invisible. But here's the real danger. The more you chase them, the more you lose you. And no one respects someone who's forgotten their own worth. Marcus Aurelius once said the soul is the calmest place a man can retreat to. But how can you retreat to your soul if you've abandoned it for someone else's? You're not meant to be an extra in their movie. You're the main character in yours. So take back the pen. Rewrite the narrative. Because this is where your power begins. And in just a moment, we'll uncover the next silent mistake that slowly chips away at your strength, without you even noticing. Number 2, protect your peace like your life depends on it. If you keep placing someone else's happiness above your own sanity, you're not being kind, you're abandoning yourself. It's like handing them your oxygen mask while you're the one gasping for air. When you constantly pour from an empty cup, hoping to fill theirs, you slowly drain yourself of joy, clarity, and self-worth. And the worst part? They rarely notice. Hook. But here's the truth most never say: your mind is your sanctuary. And if you don't guard it, someone else will move in and rearrange the furniture. Your peace is not negotiable. Your joy isn't a favor you lend out. This life? It's yours, not theirs. So stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Step out of the shadows and reclaim your ground. Because up next, we'll talk about a silent mistake that keeps even strong men stuck in invisible chains. Number 3, stop rebuilding yourself just to fit their mold. Trying to twist your life to match someone else's expectations is like forcing puzzle pieces where they don't belong. It doesn't create harmony, it creates confusion. And over time, that confusion becomes your new normal. The more you bend, the more you break. The more you shrink, the less of you remains. But here's the danger. When you spend your life trying to fit into their world, you lose the map to your own. And no one can follow a man who doesn't know where he's going. Seneca once said, "Everywhere is nowhere." When you try to please everyone, you end up belonging to no one, not even yourself. So stop blending in. Stop shape-shifting for approval. You weren't made to be a reflection. You were made to be a flame. Because in the next point, we'll confront the silent habit that slowly kills your identity from the inside out. Number 4, stop spending all your time on someone who doesn't deserve it. Time isn't just a number on a clock. It's your life ticking away moment by moment. And when you give all of it to someone who keeps taking but never pouring back, you're not being generous, you're disappearing. It's like dropping gold into a well that never fills, valuable, endless, wasted. And here's the sting most people miss. When your time revolves around them, your growth freezes. You stop living your story and start surviving theirs. Seneca nailed it. Life isn't short, we just throw too much of it away. Take your time back. Guard it. Feed it to your purpose, not their demands. Every second is a vote for who you become. So choose wisely. Because up next, We'll uncover a subtle mistake men make that slowly erodes their inner power, without them even realizing it. Number 5. Keep parts of your past stories to yourself. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your past. Sharing every wound, every setback, every dark chapter with the wrong person isn't honesty, it's self-exposure. And once it's out there, you can't pull it back. Yes, your past shaped you, but it's not their playground. It's your private terrain. Here's the danger. Some will use your pain as leverage, not connection. What you thought was bonding becomes ammunition. There's power in privacy, strength in silence. Protect your scars. They're proof you survived, not invitations for analysis. Share your story wisely. Guard what matters. Because not every listener comes with good intent. And up next, we'll dive into a habit that seems harmless on the surface, but silently chips away at your confidence. Number 6. Don't cut off your loved ones just to keep someone else close. Cutting off your friends and family just to stay close to someone else is like chopping down the very roots that keep you grounded. These are the people who've held you up, seen you at your worst, and stood by you without conditions. When you start fading from their lives, you're not just losing connection, you're losing your foundation. And here's the quiet trap. When things go wrong with that one person who's left, you can't rebuild bridges after you've burned them to impress someone who might not stay. Plato once said people can either feed your growth or poison your spirit. Choose the ones who nourish you. The ones who've been there long before romance came knocking. Don't discard your roots chasing a single flower. And in the next point, we'll uncover a subtle mistake that makes strong men feel empty, even when they think they're doing everything right. Number 7. Don't let the fear of being alone run your life. When your choices are driven by the fear of being alone, you're not deciding, you're reacting. It's like walking through a fog with no map, hoping not to trip. And more often than not, you end up somewhere you never wanted to be. Solitude isn't the enemy. It's not loneliness, it's space to breathe, to rebuild, to hear your own voice again. Here's the hard truth. If you're terrified of being alone, you'll settle for anyone who fills the silence, even if they don't respect your soul. Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So take the time. Sit with your own thoughts. Get familiar with the person behind the noise. Because when you truly enjoy your own presence, you won't chase people to avoid emptiness. You'll attract those who recognize your depth. And coming up next, we'll explore a subtle behavior that looks like strength, but secretly weakens everything you stand for. Number 8. Don't say yes just to keep the peace. Every time you agree to something that drains you just to avoid conflict, a piece of your joy slips away. It's like trading your passion for someone else's comfort, a silent sacrifice you make again and again. The more you nod along to please them, the further you drift from who you really are. And here's the trap. They don't notice the weight you carry, because you've made it look easy. But beneath the surface, that fake yes starts to sound like a quiet scream. Marcus Aurelius said your happiness is tied to the quality of your thoughts. So why poison your peace just to make someone else comfortable? There's strength in setting boundaries, power in choosing yourself. Saying no isn't rejection, it's self-respect. You're not here to audition for someone's approval. You're here to live fully, honestly, and on your own terms. And in the next point, we'll tackle a behavior so subtle it feels harmless, yet it silently robs you of your confidence every time you do it. Number 9. Don't overlook the small wins, they matter more than you think. In the chaos of daily life, we often get caught chasing approval, meeting demands, and ticking boxes that aren't even ours. And somewhere in the noise, we forget the most important thing, how far we've actually come. Those tiny steps, the ones no one claps for, they count. Every early morning you pushed through. Every moment you doubted yourself but kept going. Every small promise you kept to yourself, they're not minor. They're the proof you're building something real. Here's what most people miss. Waiting for a massive win to feel proud will keep you starving. Growth is measured in inches, not miles. And if you don't pause to honor the small wins, your journey will always feel incomplete. Epictetus said it best, never rely on others to celebrate you. That's your job. So celebrate the progress, not just the outcome. Toast to the silent battles. Smile at the steps no one else sees. Because this path you're on, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. And now, as this journey wraps up, ask yourself one thing. What kind of life are you choosing to build? The Stoics believed that true power lives within, not in the noise of the crowd, but in the stillness of your convictions. You're not here to play a role in someone else's story. You're here to write your own. So as you move forward, choose alignment over approval. Choose courage over comfort. Choose yourself over and over again. You don't need permission to become who you were meant to be. Just a decision. And that decision? Start now. If today's message struck a chord with you, take a moment to hit the like button. It really helps. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future insights, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. Let's keep building a space where growth, reflection, and real conversations thrive. Thanks for being here on this journey of inner strength and self-mastery. Until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, and keep living the Stoic way.